All right, we're back at Arizona Combat Sports. There's something that you'll notice when you start training Jiu Jitsu for at least a little bit. You realize it's a bit of a toxic relationship. What I mean by that is you can have a good day, you have a bad day. Regardless, you want to keep coming back. Even on the bad days, we get beat up and all that stuff, you end up wanting to come back the next day. Again, very toxic relationship. So I wanted to ask everybody how they deal with having a bad day at Jiu Jitsu. Me and Devin, the camera guy, were talking a second ago. You can come over here. You can be the first one to answer the question. All right, so what do you do when you have a bad day of training? How do you bounce back?
Go home, take a long ass shower, contemplate my life, think about it over and over again. I'm like, damn, do I really want to continue doing this? Then I show up the next day.
That's what I need. Why do you keep coming back? I was talking about how it's a toxic relationship.
It is a toxic relationship because it's just like, I don't want that shit to happen again. So I'm just like, I'm going to keep coming back until I figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Just figure it out. Just like life, you got to figure it out.
Figure it out. I better start doing warm-ups before I get yelled at. Devin approves of this one too, by the way.
I do. Shout out to Gold, because they hook him up with the attire, right? Making the man look spiffy. Oh, damn, I should have wore a different color.
Contrast or something?
Yeah, I'm trying to make this as professional as possible for you, okay? You know, I'm really getting into this already. So what I want to focus on for next few weeks is cross gripping, right? So we're going to go into using some sweeps called Holeta. So Holeta is an old school guy, played a very, very unorthodox game. Now, this sweep that I'm going to teach, it's not going to be for everybody, but the one thing I want everyone to remember is when I teach you guys techniques, it's not only obviously for you to learn them, but for you to learn how to deal with them too. So it might not be a sweep that you're going to use, but if someone throws it at you, you guys understand it because you've learned how to use it properly. Cross grip, pant grip. Remember, these are your lifelines. Like if you lose these in the middle of this attack, you're going to get into trouble. So again, stepping on the hip to make space. Sometimes I can kind of lasso a little bit to make space, but now I'm on my hip, I can start swinging my leg over. So again, I swing my leg over here, up to my head and shoulder, and my hips up. See how I'm up high, trying to get into his armpit. I don't want to be down here, right? This is where I'm going to get smashed. I'm not going to be able to make anything happen. So I'm shooting my hips up into the armpit. From here, toes to the mat. And then and sometimes I've already swept him at this point, but if he fights a little bit, I can start walking sideways. Now, see how one's about to go down? Just very important, this leg, I want to sweep this in. I don't want to sweep him and have this stuck under his back, kind of sucks for both of us. So as he goes down, I fold that in just so it's not stuck under his back, okay? So when we get to your same thing, just make sure you're sitting on the chest, maintain both the pant and the sleeve until he stops fighting, then I can switch to my kind of reverse case you taught me. Pants, cross grip, making the space, lasso, foot on the hip, swinging my leg up and over, hips up, and finish sitting on the chest. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Steve. Hi, DeMarco.
Hey.
This one, remember how the other day I said some of the stuff you teach I think is bullshit? This might possibly go in that category for me. We'll see. I'm gonna try to hit it.
1 month from now, hey Steve, I love this sweep. 1 month from now. Mark my word.
Do you usually hit it from your K guard?
You can't. You don't even need to go to K though, because your right leg's gonna shoot up. So you don't even need to go to K. Just swing your leg and go. Hips up. Oh. Yes. You probably like the second option better right now.
And I'm gonna awkwardly sit in your guard lovingly as I ask you this question.
Okay, gotcha.
What does a bad day of training look like for you at Jiu-Jitsu? What's a bad day?
Me being lazy, honestly. Like when I get lazy and I don't want to do any moves, like that's when like say for instance when you say like I just let you get in the mount and everything,
yeah.
Like that's when I have a bad day because I'm not trying at that point, you know what I mean? So like instead of me trying to find ways to get out of the mount, instead of me finding ways to try to get out of your half guard, stuff like that, it gets tired because you get lazy, you know what I mean? So at that point you're not learning anything.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy almost, or just kind of like scales from there because you're not trying as much. Because
Yeah.
you're not trying, you get bad positions, and then you have bad positions, then you have a bad practice.
Exactly, yeah.
So then what do you do to bounce back? Like how do you-
Sometimes, like after that, like when you're like, say for instance, like when we're doing like live rounds and stuff like that, like having at least one good round sometimes makes me feel better at that point.
Yeah.
So that way the next day I could come back in and be like, hey, like I noticed yesterday I was slacking. Let me get on a better note at this point and try to do something more. So maybe struggle a little bit more to get better at something. So
yeah, just have a small win.
exactly, yeah.
Beautifully said as usual. Is the angle pushing him back on his hip this way?
Yeah. Extend your body, like try to like really extend your body, like be stiff. You want to be heavy. If you relax a little bit too much, so you're not heavy, right? So watch, extend your body. Yeah, and land on your toes. Yep. Now walk a little bit. Back. This way? Yeah. Walk towards. Yes. But you want to shoot towards the armpit as much as you can. If you're going to down on the bicep, you're not hitting. Does that make sense? You don't have to shoot my hips? Yes.
Try to get my dick on the shoulder.
Yes. Dick on the shoulder. Wow. That was perfect.
Why are those hips not off the ground? I like a little kick in the back.
He's like,
I got like 6 moves.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times he's ended up in the same move with different guards.
that's fair.
I guess that's why you're like, oh, you're a black belt. That makes sense. Okay.
Now we're going to get to the obvious. I know this is unorthodox technique. I know some of you aren't extremely happy with it.
I didn't say I wasn't happy. I'm confused.
But I can't wait in a month when I see you using this. So real quick too, like one of my old teammates, one of my good friends, Jacob McClintock, he's actually back there on the wall. He won the Pan Ams with this move. Like I think out of 4 of his matches, he submitted 3 of the guys with this. It was perfect. Every guy fell for this. So what I'm gonna look to do is gonna be the same thing, same grip here in the beginning. Now, as I go, the second I notice Juan maybe try and lean in the corner, catch my back, we come back with a triangle. Because he's so worried about bringing his head low and that right hand, I want that right hand reaching. As that right hand is reaching, that's when I have that ability to swing my leg back right to the triangle, okay? I wish I had the footage. There's some good footage of Jacob doing this too, is he likes to, like the second his toes hit the mat, he knows he's either gonna sweep or the guy's going for the back, right? And usually he uses like the toes to hit the mat as kind of like a hop back, right? So he gets to here, right as the toes hit, boom, he's hopping back right to the triangle.
Don't tell Steve, but I don't hate it. I'll do that one.
A bad day for me personally is coming into the gym with like high expectations. Like, I feel like you should have a standard for yourself for sure when you come in, and obviously that's like to be able to take in the lesson. But I feel like if you put too much pressure on yourself of having this high standard of I'm gonna get this sweep and no one's gonna pass my guard, and like that's just not a real expectation in jiu-jitsu. You know, some days you're the hammer and some days you're the nail. And especially when you're coming to train, you're genuinely just here trying to sharpen those skills and be able to obviously do things with different teammates and test different, you know, positions and stuff. So overall, yeah, a bad day is just coming in with like ego and having high standards for yourself, because then you leave frustrated and you didn't learn anything. You're just coming in with emotion and ego and leaving with just frustration and like I'm not good enough or I didn't learn this enough, because you're so focused on I have to annihilate and be this specific perfect athlete in here. And that's just not the case every day here. So that would be for me.
How do you bounce back from the bad day?
Focusing on one goal. I think with jiu-jitsu, since there's so many parts, I think the main thing that has helped me develop my jiu-jitsu and my character in here is just focusing on one thing. So whether that be I'm just making sure my frames are where they have to be, or I'm just making sure I'm passing that day. So like just small little things that I can really own in on, and the rest, maybe it's not perfect, but I know, oh, okay, I framed there the whole time, and that's a step into the right direction.
So a bad day in jiu-jitsu for me definitely looks like when I'm getting taken down multiple times. I absolutely hate getting taken down, so that's definitely a bad day.
Oh, well, what does bad day up training look like for you at jiu-jitsu?
I feel like when I don't push myself as hard as I should. That's when, especially with what it is, you know, I'm not gonna be the champion of the world or whatever in jiu-jitsu. So for me, it's more of a, you know, it's a workout. I mean, the technique's fun, stuff like that, but, you know, from an adult perspective about it.
So then when you have a bad practice, how do you come back the next day?
I feel like as I've gone on,
A lot of people, like for myself, right? If I have a bad practice, I don't want to come back tomorrow. I had a bad practice.
I mean, yeah, just take it, not being so hard on yourself about it. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Looking at it as what you got out of it, that's good. Sometimes it is just like, oh, right now I haven't been able to get in here as much, so like if I can just get a good workout in, and it's always like, you know, getting in here, the more you get in here, I've been in here frequently and I've been in here not frequently at times, the more you can get in here, you're always going to improve regardless if you have a good or bad practice. Sometimes, I mean, you hear Gary Tonin say, he's like, he thinks it's a bad practice if he doesn't get submitted at least once.
That's fair.
Yeah, because then you're not really pushing yourself.
That sounded so bad, dude.
So I didn't really get into it before, but like a bad practice to me is, and this is probably something I need to work on. I think of one thing I need to work on before practice, right? Problem is when you do that, you don't open yourself up to like possibilities and playing with different stuff. So today, for example, I want to play, get some De La Hiva, but wasn't there. So I'm like beating myself up at a bad practice already. But bouncing back for the next day is just, I'm just gonna go look for one little win. Even if I have a bad practice, I feel like crap, I'll come in the next day and just one small win. Can I get one pass clean? Can I get one sweep clean? Sometimes even dropping the bar all the way down to, did I pull guard? You know what I mean? Did you hear that? Oh, you probably didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah, it's on?
Did you hear it?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if the mic picked it up. Definitely.
Dude, it was like, and I was like, what does a bad practice look like?
Yeah, was it bad?
No such thing.
No such thing as bad practice.
So yeah, thanks for, I like asking all these questions to everybody. How do you bounce back from a bad practice? I'm glad we asked today, because again, I feel like today didn't really have the best practice, didn't get the position I wanted. I didn't get, got beat up pretty good, a couple areas. But I think the thing that is gonna make me come back tomorrow is working on those things. I think that's like the trick of it, right? Is like, you have a bad practice or you get smoked by some young, beautiful gun like this.
Don't say smoke, because I'm fucking dead right now. This motherfucker's alive.
But what's gonna make me come back tomorrow is, all right, how can I get in a better position with someone like Jaw, moves like that. But anyway, like I said, leave in the comments, how do you overcome having a bad practice? How do you bounce back? As always say, our self-esteem, our self-worth, Devin and I, comes from you hitting the like button. So please do. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.